you're going to lose everything. Everything that you've been waiting for all these years, and you finally had your time. And now your time has arrived. And what happens is when you still get lost in the sauce or caught up in things, then, well, yeah, I can still dibble in this and I can still dibble in that. And what happens is you leave doors open and rooms of opportunity for mishaps and bullshit to happen. It's like when we are in quarantine. It's like almost God was giving us a test to see how many of us will really go crazy if you had to sit down somewhere for a season. Stay out the way. Not seen. Can't be out here mixing and mingling. Because God was really breaking away codependency with a lot of us. We feel like we had to go to the bar when shit got stressful, right? We feel like we had to be around such and such and them, right? Just to make us feel alive. Had to go to the club, you know what I'm saying? And then God was showing you through the quarantine, you were still surviving and thriving, and you found other things, right? So he was breaking codependence, like relationships, into environments, things. It could be your job, right? Because if you get to the point when you start trusting man for everything, when you start looking at it where it's just all you, right? A lot of us be forgetting that we be, some of us be forging shit on these resumes, acting like you got a damn degree, you don't. Acting like you got experience in a certain area, you damn sure don't, right? And then you be praying to God, you just let me get this job, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start doing it. What? You be lying. You never keep no word. Now you expect God to keep your word to you, but you never keep your word with God. Just keep it a book, right? Keep it 100, right? But you expect him to be on time and some for you, right? For your ass, right? Okay. But how often do you recognize, like I said, the moment that you're in? Recognize that you're going to a new level, you're going to a new place. All of those opportunities that came your way that you thought was just you, it was favor. God was opening these doors for your ass. It wasn't you. When you go to a job and people start feeling jealous about you out of nowhere, or people start feeling like super attracted to you, yeah, you may be physically attractive, but it's something else that's drawing them. Because they always look at you like it's just something about you, right? They might say that, right? That it factor, that something is your energy, your spirit being, your aura, something that the physical eye really can't recognize, but the spirit eye can, or that it's something within the magnet is pulling on the heartstrings of the other person. That is something bigger than you and I, my friend. That is the supernatural vibe that is going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pure science and energy, baby, at work. You feel me? And you caught up in just thinking it's just your ass. You didn't create yourself. Don't get it twisted. Love yourself. Learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? Evolve within yourself. All of these things are necessary. But keep everything in perspective and in due bounds. By doing so, it will keep you from thinking out of your ass. You know how people like to say that guys, when they always just trying to chase some pussy, they thinking when they dick, right? Same way, ladies can do the same damn thing. Thinking with their ass, literally. When they know they got it back there, and they know they working with something, that's the only thing they try to flaunt. But on the meanwhile, out their mouth, it sounds like they complaining about the world looking at them as a sexual object, but that's how they present themselves. It's we live in a world where that is sort of kind of weird. It ain't no sort of kind of, it is weird, because it's almost like it's like planting a seed in the ground and not expecting anything to grow when water comes to it. It's not logical. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting there mad at nobody for, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for putting it, but what I'm saying is, know what you have. If you got, like we used to say back in the day, Motley and Associates, right? So you got Motley, which it could be the private area, right? Or your ass, right? And Associates, them titties, ass and titties. She got ass and titties. Motley and Associates, right? So if, baby girl, you are working with Motley and Associates, you already know that you live in a thirsty world. Male or female could be trying to get at you. But do you know how to carry yourself with all of that? All of that ass? Do you know how to really move with all of that for real? Do you know how to adjust the temperature to move according to you? Not in a way where you're just seductive. Can you level it up some? Can you take that attention that's coming to you and then capitalize off of it in a positive way? Make it work for you? Not out of manipulation, right? Can you learn how to work or move in that thing maturely? There's great examples of this all around us. You understand what I'm saying? We have people in high places that move with class, right? And you got some that stay in drama because that's what they seem to like. They may say one thing, but they definitely do another. You get my drift? You got people that will tell you they can't stand drama, but everything they do leads to a dramatic moment. They do everything to what? Get the attention. All eyes on them. Right? But at the same time, be like, I don't understand why. Sure. Please. I'm sure. Do you understand what I'm saying? We got to learn how to be mature in the way that we move. As I speak to you, I speak to myself. You understand? Because there's things, ladies and gentlemen, as I continue to move up, I have to elevate my thinking. I had to elevate how I think, how I respond to people. I had to recognize when I'm in a public setting, you understand what I'm saying? I have to be greatness on display at all times. Never lacking, never slacking. This is a full-time thing. Being great all the time. You know, consistency and discipline are the two main ingredients for success. A lot of us are consistent and disciplined with being fucked up. We're doing fucked up shit. We're being dramatic. We don't know. Our life becomes boring if we don't take in any drama for some of us. That's why I say some people are just like TNT. All they know is drama. If they're not in some drama, then they got to hear about the drama. The gossip got to be around. They got to entertain. You see what I'm saying? And then they wonder why they live in a state of paranoia within their mind. You are what you eat. So if you're consuming things and all you watching is, constantly taking in stuff where, just look on TV, man. We are all engulfed and entertained by shows that show mass manipulation, schemes, plots, finessing, backdooring. It ain't nothing, you may have some positive shows or whatever the case may be, but a lot of these things these series or the stuff we tap in from like Netflix, Hulu, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes on regular TV. Some of the syndicated shows, right, are based off of drama. We are a society that thrives and loves negativity. We pray to God, but we really can't stand God. Ooh, I know nobody probably don't want to sit there and say it like that, but it's the truth. You beg and you plead with God to give you some things, but truth be told, when you meet God out in public, you can't stand God. You can't stand him. You can't stand anything that's good or righteous. You can't miss me with that. I'll get around to it. You don't probably want to think about it like that, right? How many times you feel like people do you wrong in life? Neglected you, ignored you, forgot what you did for them, taking you for granted, calling you only when they need something. Huh? Folks turn their back on you for no apparent reason. You just stop hearing from them. You don't know what you did. Just left you out in the cold, right? Everything I just said. How you think God feel? We do God worse than anybody. man, wake you up every day. You got some folks that pray to everything but God. And man, still sit there and be good to you every day. Make sure that your job stay intact, that money keep coming in, them kids is straight. You don't never pray for them damn kids. You know, you just throw them out there, really throw them to the streets, really to the world, and you, a lot of us are raising our children. You know what I'm saying? And I got to do better. We are raising our children based off of the mistakes they make. So in other words, it's not like we're teaching them on a daily basis or showing them or giving them constructive instructions on how to better themselves or for self-development. We don't have those sit-down talks with the kids. What happens is, La mama or whoever got some trouble at school, or with somebody, an elder or whatever, right? And now we gotta get some straightening. That's when the lesson comes in. But truth be told, we should have already been putting in the work to prevent the lesson even happening in the first place. You see what I'm getting at? So we don't even pray for ourselves, nor put no covering over our children. In this crazy ass world, the more craziness we don't see, the less we move towards God. It's crazy. When I'm sitting there just watching it, like it's, and even, you know, when you talk about stuff like this, listen, the music that I create, right? I talk about God a lot in my music. Do you know how often I've heard people say, I'm like, yo, you know, I hit people up on the inbox, hey, or people that I know in general, hey man, you mind, you know what I'm saying, playing my music, you know, in one of your workout videos, or any of the videos you putting like on a reel or something. And guess what? I don't know, man, that really fit the theme, or, you know, I don't know that's really good for business, or I don't want to offend anybody. Since when God offend people? But then all the other ratchet ass songs you got on there talking about goddamn this, that, pussy that, fuck nigga this, goddamn, you know, shoot the nigga down with the stick, all this shit, all this negative shit, that don't offend nobody though? That's not offensive. You see what I'm getting at, y'all? We live in a world that wants God, needs God, pray to God, but rejects God all damn day long. When he sit there and knock at you, hey, I just want to chill with you, slam the door right in the face. Hey, fuck you, Jesus. That's what you pretty much saying. Fuck you, God. Hey, man, I'll holler at you later. I appreciate you waking me up, though, man, but I'm catching on the flip side, man. I got to go out to the club right quick. Man, I got, he like, man, can you goddamn just send a prayer up? You know what I'm saying? Just chop it up with me for 5 minutes. Damn, I just woke you up. Damn, like, you remember that shit that you thought they weren't going to come through? Yeah, I brought that loan through for you. Oh, you thought that was your homegirl that hooked you up? That was your homeboy? Who you think turned their heart towards you? Who you think put you on their mind to make that move? Oh, you thought that was all you? Man, listen, I heard this before, man. Now, please take heed to this. Please take heed to this, y'all. And this is not no scary thing, but it's a real warning before destruction for a lot of people, because God been letting it slide for such a long time. There's a lot of folks, man, been out here living their best life, or life has been evolving. Things have been on the up and up. Things have been changing for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they leveling up, going up. You smelling yourself a little bit. You feeling yourself a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Get a little confidence. But some folks is just getting beyond themselves a little bit, to the point, like I said, where they feel like everything they manifest is strictly off of them. I'm going to say this like this here. I'm going to say it just like this here. Find God before he finds you. Find God before he finds you. Please. Find God before he finds you. Within yourself. You dig what I'm saying? And out here. Every day, ask yourself, how often do you reject God? When somebody come with positivity, or you might a positive video on your timeline, or just listen to a, you know what I'm saying, sometimes a sermon, not even just that, some motivational speaking, or just let me say this. The highest form of praise and worship to God is being who he created you to be. The best version of yourself, not the version you settled to be. The best version, the one that challenges your norm. That little voice in your head that sit there and say you need to leave the house, meaning the environment that you grew up in, sometimes meaning the house could be your mind. Because a lot of us grew up, like I said, in the hood, and God may be trying to take you to the place where mansions is. But you so caught up in keeping it fucking real that when you get there, you gonna fuck all that up and be right back where the fuck you came from. And then now you're gonna be bitter, mad at God, blaming it. But you ain't looking in the mirror yet and check yourself. You understand? Ladies, everybody talking about they want to track this boss nigga and all this kind of shit. I want me a man that's You think a man that got on that level, on that caliber, want a woman that presents herself like she for the streets? Keep it a buck with yourself. A man that's on exclusive type of vibes and thinking like that wants something exclusive. He don't want nothing that the world don't see. Or seem like she just for the streets. How she present herself. I know everybody want to be out